Hello, everybody. Happy New Year. Happy 2025, which feels decidedly like we are now living in the future. So, um, let's talk about the last month of 2024, shall we? And all of the art that I made during the month. Um, as always, I feel like I'm organized when I start, and then I'm like, what am I doing? What even am I doing? So let me move everything out of the way. Um, I'm Melissa, by the way. I am an artist, illustrator, graphic designer based in Toronto, Ontario, Canada. And I'm also the host of Art Hang Party, which is a weekly live hour-ish long art making session full of fast-paced drawing and a lot of fun. Happens every Thursday here on YouTube. Everyone is welcome, whether it's your first time drawing or you're a seasoned professional. I would love to see you at Art Hang Party. We just actually celebrated our 100th session, which we'll review later in the month. December started with me joining Charlotte Hamilton, Blue Shine Art, in her monthly theme. She does a different monthly theme through her Patreon and Substack. And the month of December's theme was birds. So you'll see I made it halfway through the month of doing a daily bird. So every day we will start with a bird. And this is the scarlet macaw, and I painted this using acrylic gouache, specifically Turner's acrylic gouache. And I did them on these little 6x8 cards, not cards, watercolor paper, with the thought that I'm going to add them to my shop at a reasonable price, should anybody be interested in acquiring one. Also on the 1st, I joined an introvert drawing club session with Beth Spencer. And the theme for this, what was the theme for this? I don't know, but it was fun. Vintagey photos. I used Cretacolor Mega Color chunky pencils in, I think, what's becoming my favorite combo for drawing people. Black, light gray, and magenta, which should just be called pink because it's not very magenta-y. But I love these pencils, and you can see how much I've used the black already, and I just got them, I think, towards the end of November. So I'm gonna need to find a new place to buy these, because I'm not going to buy them from the store that I got them from originally. But yeah, we drew from black and white photos for this. So it was really nice. I enjoy drawing people, and I enjoy drawing people from black and white photos. So it was very light in this sketchbook. These are usually the sketchbooks that I work in like consistently, but I've only done a couple of days this month in here. So I think that's interesting. That's interesting to me. And I will share my self-portraits at the end of the session. The 2nd of December, another bird and acrylic gouache, and this is the keel-billed toucan. Might need to adjust the color on screen because this is a little bluer than it's showing up. So, note to self. Also on the 1st, I went to Ray's weekly gig. He does a casual or Sunday casual gig at a bar downtown Toronto, and I went to hang out there, and I took my phone. Obviously, I took my phone, but I have Procreate on my phone, and I did some finger doodles of some of the people that were there, so that was pretty fun. On the 3rd of December, the bird of the day was the Goldian finch. I really like this one. I think the dark background works really well here. Yes, so that is fun. We'll go into the big boy, Talon's Art Creations sketchbook for another drawing session. This one was an odd orange session that is, I think this was the second session that I've ever joined with Odd Orange, and it was really, really nice. Again, using the same Cretacolor pencils that I used during the last session, and these were also from black and white photos, so it was quite quite nice. Yeah. In my people drawing groove, I think. Really really enjoy it. The 4th of December is the sun Canur. Sure. A bird. On the 5th of December, Puffin. I just think puffins are the cutest. The cutest. The 5th of December was also Arting Party Day, and it was a fun one. It was 100 pugs in 100 minutes. So I made these little cards. Hey, kiddo. I cut up some watercolor paper into these little, I don't even know, 3x2 cards, and drew 100 pugs in 100 minutes. Some of these have been sent off to pug friends. So some of the pug owners that shared their pictures to draw, I've popped them in the mail or need to pop some in the mail. Yes, but big thank you again to Pugs of Instagram, Lauren, for helping gather all of the lovely pug references, and to all the pug people who showed up and everybody else who drew along. We do have, in January, we're going to do a 100 horses in 100 minutes, so stay tuned for that. Thank you, /weird is the best, for suggesting that theme. 6th of December, the bird is the European bee eater. Quite a fun background on this one. Then I joined, on the 6th, I joined Debbie Draws Funny for her Weirdo Drawing Club. Her theme of the month was Unhinged Christmas. So she had us draw from vintage Christmas cards that were incredibly weird. There's a bunch more of these, so I'll maybe pop them up on screen, of the ones that I no longer have because I gave them out at a Christmas party that we hosted the next day. So that was fun. And then Beth Spencer had been sharing some photos of Santa on Substack to draw, so I did a few different versions of Santa and also gave them out at the Christmas party. So these are all the things that I have left from all of that drawing, which save those for Christmas cards for next year, I think. On the 7th of December, I think I did this on the 8th. Wait, doesn't matter. I did paint this on the 8th, but on the 7th, the bird of the month was Magpie. Bird of the day, I should say. Yes, and then on the 7th, we had a big Christmas party where a bunch of friends came over. I made a turkey. It was really nice. So on the 8th, that's lilac-breasted roller with his little tuffy beard. Very cute. It was really nice, actually, having these birds as like a default, what am I going to do for art today? But when I stopped doing the birds mid-month, I was like, what do I do for art today? We'll see. This is a replay. This is a replay of Hippo Fate a Truck on YouTube. She does a weekly draw along live stream. And her theme for this day was landscapes. So I only did a couple of the references. I didn't do the full session. And I mixed them all together and I used watercolor. Very, very, very loose watercolor. The 9th of December was the black hooded oriole. And I was getting ready to move on from using acrylic gouache for my birds. And also, I felt like I was using up a lot of the colors, which I need to be okay with. But I decided to switch to using, these are the Kiritaki Gonzai Tombi watercolors. Yeah, which like have a little bit of a sheen to them, you can see, which is a bit weird for watercolor, but I guess that's the nature of the Japanese watercolors, but bit of a different bird vibe. Also on the 9th, I started working on a commission painting, which was pretty special to get. So maybe I will show it here, the finished one, but I did work on it for about 2 weeks off and on until it was finished, and it's just, I think it's beautiful. I saw the unveiling to the recipients of it, and there were tears in the video. There were tears from me. It was just so special. So special. On the 10th, the bird of the day is the crimson finch, and I used oil pastel for this, which was really fun to get a little bit messy, even though the background got a little bit too messy for me, but yes, lovely. The 11th, I'm thinking, is next. Another oil pastel, the Rufus Treepy. I love oil pastels. They're so good, like the texture. It's just yummy. Probably my favorite, least used supply. What day was that? That was the 11th. Debbie Draws Funny had another weirdo drawing club, drawing unhinged Christmas cards. It's just, yeah, it's just weird. Like, why is this a Christmas card? I wish I didn't do these over pre-painted backgrounds because you can't really see very closely what they are, but still fun. Of course, I'm going to have everybody that I mentioned in this video linked below, so I would suggest you go check them out. Did I already show you the 12th bird? No. That's the 13th. I must have done, yes, okay. We'll say this is the 12th. The common green magpie. Looks like a bandit. This I used Neocolor 2s. Changing it up. Also on the 12th, I joined an introvert drawing club session. It was Beth, and then Char was co-hosting, Charlotte Hamilton, and the theme was Santa. And I did these over top of some acrylic paint that I had blobbed on here. And I used Art Graph Stick, a red super cheap paint stick, and just a couple of other, not many other supplies. Yeah. Also on the 12th was Art Hang Party. And the theme for this week was us and our pets. So Art Hang Party friends sent in pictures of themselves with their pets. And it was really nice. Again, I used the art graph stick, and then I used art graph tailor shape for the teal color, and then a Conte crayon for the pink. And I used it wet, which was actually really nice and inspired a new art supply purchase, which you will see shortly. This was such a cute session. If you want to get some people pet drawing in, it's a good one. There we go. That was a fun art hang party. The 13th bird was the red-whiskered bulbul, and I used Neo colors for this one again. A lot more scribbly, pretty fun. I also worked on the commission that day. On the 14th, oh, this is my favorite bird. The olive-backed sunbird. Oh no, that says 15. Anyway, I think it was the 14th. For the 14th, the bird of the day for the 14th. I collaged this and I just love it. I need to do more collage in my life. Yeah, I think this is my favorite bird of the month. Very cute. 14. 14 was a free draw frenzy. Fun. Free Draw Frenzy is a live drawing session on Zoom. We do it on Zoom now. Myself and Debbie Draws Funny co-host these sessions of Free Draw Frenzy. And it's really nice. It's so nice to get together and see everybody and talk with people like live instead of like in the chat, like on an art hang party. Our theme for this month was vintage sewing pattern fashions. And I thought I would use a brush pen because it's been a long time since I've used just a brush pen. And it felt right for fashion illustrations. And then I used a couple of color pencils. And I had to I finished the sketchbook during that session. So there's some more. And then also these over some pre-painted background. So I've finished the sketchbook and then I had to go search for extra pages on which to draw. I think was there one more? Yeah. These ones are fun because they feel like they're in a nightclub. Especially this one. Yeah, so that replay is up on Deb's channel and I'll put the link to the video to the replay below if you would like to draw along. And I also have a sketchbook tour of this plus 3 others. It's a 4-in-1 sketchbook tour on my channel if you would like to check that out if you haven't already. So it's a good one because it goes back to like the beginning of 2024. Yeah, it was a good one. A good sketchbook tour. The 15th is the Oriental Dwarf Kingfisher as the bird, and this is the last bird that I did for the month. So after this day, I was like kind of searching for what I was going to do for art times, but this is again another collage, which was also very fun. And I used a like an old, where is it? It's an old Canada Post card that I used to scrape paint on, and it gives a really nice effect. So yeah, my birds, I guess I have extra. I should maybe do one extra bird on there, but I have 15 birds, bird paintings that I'm going to add to my coffee shop. If you're interested at all, they'd look cute in a little frame hung up on a wall. I'm just going to leave that out like that for later purposes. Also on the 15th, I joined an introvert drawing club, and the theme was Christmas, and I cut up little cards again because I used some of these for gift cards, like gift tags. So here are the ones that I didn't use. Just fun, really gets you in the festive spirit drawing all of these holiday things. All right, the 16th. Got a couple of sketchbook pages here. Oh, yes. I joined, I pulled up a replay of Anmar Wynn's, I think it was a Patreon 1 year anniversary celebration. So I drew along to that, which was nice. What did I use? I used soft pastels. I got a set of Mungayo, however you say it, soft pastels, and I used them wet, like watercolor. So it's gives a really nice texture and effect. Quite enjoy that. And oh, I think I did this first. This was a replay of a Hippo live stream where her theme was kitchen utensils. And I didn't do all of the references, but I did some, and I used the really chunky fountain pen that I have. That's pretty fun. And then the soft pastels, wet again. For the next couple of days, I worked on that commission painting. And then on the 19th was an art hang party day, and we did landscapes. So I used the soft pastels again with water, and this was a short and sweet session, actually, because I think I had the flu. So, but yeah, the texture of the soft pastels when they're wet is just so nice. Very nice. So all of these little cards that I have, when people order art hang party stickers or anything from my shop, I use these as thank you cards. So, little plug. Little plug there. On the 21st, I filmed a video about how I draw people. So, this is the result of that video, which you can check out if you would like. Just using the Cretacolor Mega Color pencils. I also did some sewing. I sewed some gifts for my nieces and nephew, just like little stuffed animals, like tiny little things that, I don't know, they can set on their dresser or something like that. I sewed a pair of skate guards for my nephew for his ice skates. And I sewed this new little pencil roll that I thought would be fun for me to take when I went to visit my family. So I made it so that it would fit this little sketchbook here. And then some of my pencils and things. And then I could just roll that up and pop it in my bag. Yeah, it's cute. I need to do more bulk sewing of things like this and put them out there. Speaking of going to visit my family, I did that on, I have one in here, the 9th. More Santa and Mrs. Claus drawings. This is a picture that Beth shared on Substack, and then I had to find a Mrs. Claus to match, and she just looks like she's had one too many spiked eggnogs. Anyway. Enjoying drawing in the black and white style. 23rd, I went to, I took the train. So this is me waiting at the train station, drawing people to go visit my family for the holidays. Just some people waiting in the train station. And then on the train, I covered up a lady who turned out to be way too big in my drawing with a gum wrapper. Yeah. Then it was Christmas. Um, yeah. Then it was our 100th art hang party celebration session, which was really nice. It was really a celebration of the community that comes together. And people sent in photos that represented themselves, along with little messages to share with the community. And it was just really, really nice. I used my rainbow pencil for these drawings, and I think this is probably very close to the end of my rainbow pencil too, which is quite sad. I'm going to need to buy more when we go to Japan. Uh, this Jennifer, Books Are My People, shared this in the chat, this little limerick. And it says, there once was an artist with soul. To hang with art friends was her goal. She showed us the way every Thursday, and sometimes we saw her cat's butthole. So funny. And accurate. On the 27th, I joined Sam Ashley Art, on a Zoom session that she does through Substack. Actually, the replay is up on YouTube as well, so I will make sure to link her everywhere below. And the session was really nice. Actually, we started with this one. So she had us do some warm-up exercises, one like a thumbnail tonal sketch, and then focus on texture, and then focus on pattern, and then focus on color. And then we did a 10-minute value study, and I used acrylic paint for this, acrylic and acrylic wash, but this is mostly acrylic paint, I think. And then we did a 20-minute painting. So all based on the same reference, but kind of different studies of it. And by the time you get to the 20-minute painting, you're really familiar with the reference photo. But I just loved the value studies that we did, and I need to do more. I just think they're so effective. So same thing over here with the warm-ups, and then the value study, and then the painting. That was great. I'm going to steal this for an art hang party, by the way. I don't think Sam will mind. On the 28th, I found an old replay of an introvert drawing club session that Beth and Shar did together, and Shar was explaining how she simplifies complex scenes. So we first started with a single line contour drawing, and then we did some color blocking. So she set the timer for 1 minute, and we would use one color for 1 minute and then change colors. This one was 2 minutes per color, and then this one I just kind of did my own thing and used the color for as long as I needed to, and then moved on to the next color. So one color at a time. We've done an art hang party like this, and it was really fun. I think it's one of my favorites. I say that about all of them, but it really was. The outcome of those drawings was one of my favorites. So I think we need to do this again, the playing with color. On the 29th, I made this painting. Oh, there's one more drawing in here. This is a DJ, Ron Allen, who was playing with Ray at his Sunday casual gig. So I did this in acrylic paint, just really loosely, actually. Like, I treated it like a still life, so there's no sketching beforehand, and I just used straight paint. It's pretty fun. I also joined live. I joined Hippo for her snowman live stream. I only did about half of the session, but it was really nice to join her live. And this is over, so the background was like really dark gray and pink, so I thought Neo colors would be a good thing to use over top of it, and it really gave them quite the workout. On the 30th, I joined Deb for another Weirdo Drawing Club session. Unhinged Christmas cards. Like you can see better uh, the fun greetings. They're so weird. I don't know where she finds them. The 31st? Oh, this is the 30th. On the 30th, I was looking for something to draw from my camera roll. I felt like doing some urban sketching. So when I was looking through my Google Photos, the red of the raptor caught my attention. So I did a little look back in time to the championship parade when the Toronto Raptors won the NBA championship in 2019. So I used the fountain pen and did single line drawings, and then I used watercolor. The Rosa Gallery watercolor, actually, that I haven't used since I bought it in October. I have to stop doing that. The 31st, Charlotte Hamilton had a Zoom session where we drew photos from her trip to Parkwood Estate, which is like a old kind of turn of the century house in Oshawa, Ontario. So I stuck with the urban sketching vibe of the single line drawings and then watercolor. That's Char. Cute. And then this is still from the same session, but these we had a shorter time, so I thought I would move here, and I used, that's a pen, like a marker, but then I used the Cretacolor Mega Color pencils. Again, over painted backgrounds, which doesn't always work, but kind of works, you know? I don't know. And then just some Happy New Year vintage photo drawings that I did to kind of commemorate the New Year's in my sketchbook. And that is everything that I made, with the exception of my self-portraits, during the month of December. It was an interesting month, I think. I think the starting with the birds kind of, I don't know if it threw me off a little bit, but I feel like it was like a bit of a weird kind of sketchbooking month for me, which is fine. Still lots of art was made. I'll quickly flip through my self-portraits. This is a collage. We did actually, this was done with Debbie Draw's funny Patreon session, where we kind of do more introspective self-portraits. This is me with the flu. Also me with the flu. Also me with the flu. I did this one during that people drawing video. an accurate representation of what happened at Christmas. Oh. Ending the year on what I was hoping would be a good self-portrait note, but I don't think that quite turned out. Anyway, that's it. Now I need to turn the book to the beginning, and then go to my birthday, and I will have done a year of self-portraits. So that's a lot of self-portraits. Maybe I'll do another flip through of the whole thing so far to date. Maybe. Or I'll just keep going. Anyway, pretty impressed that I've kept up with this self-portrait project. So thank you for holding me accountable to that. Yeah, anyway, that is my month of December and all of the art that I made. So I hope that you enjoyed that. I hope that you had a very lovely, creative December and that your 2025 is going to be even better. Okay. I always pick my favorite and artwork that I made for the month, and it has to be the commission piece that I worked on. I'm really proud of the way that it turned out. I just think I captured them pretty accurate to the reference photo that I was given. And just knowing the reaction just makes it feel that much more special. So anyway, that's my favorite. Let me know if there's one that stands out to you. And let me know what the favorite thing that you made was in December. And yeah, okay. That's it. Happy New Year, and I will see you at Art Hang Party and around. Bye.